William Bill Harrison shuffles into Judge Caprio's courtroom wearing clothes that have not seen a washing machine in weeks. His weathered hands clutch a plastic bag containing everything he owns in this world. At 84 years old, he moves with the careful deliberation of someone whose body has endured more than it should have. He is not here by choice. He is here because a parking enforcement officer found him sleeping in his car behind a grocery store at 2 in the morning. The citations piled up over months. Unpaid parking tickets, loitering violations, sleeping in a vehicle within city limits. The total, $4,300, for a homeless veteran living on a $600 monthly disability check. It might as well be $4 million. Bill has no lawyer, he has no family in the courtroom. He has nothing but a worn military service record in that plastic bag and a dignity that homelessness has not managed to strip away. What happens next will leave Judge Caprio speechless and transform everyone's understanding of what true sacrifice looks like. So, having read this far, do you not want to know what secret this elderly veteran has been carrying and how one man's lifetime of service can be forgotten so completely by the country he defended? Now let us get into it. Like the video, settle in, because this story will break your heart and rebuild it stronger. What you are about to witness proves that sometimes the greatest heroes go unrecognized until someone cares enough to look. Enjoy. It is Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. in the Providence Municipal Court. The bailiff announces the state of Rhode Island versus William Harrison. Bill walks slowly to the defendant's table. He is clean despite his circumstances, his white hair combed, his face recently shaved. Judge Caprio looks up from his bench and something in his expression softens immediately. "Good morning, Mr. Harrison." Bill straightens despite the pain it clearly causes his back. "Good morning, Your Honor." His voice carries the practiced discipline of someone who spent years following military protocol. Judge Caprio reviews the paperwork before him. "Mr. Harrison, you are here regarding multiple citations. 23 parking violations, 8 loitering charges, and 12 violations for sleeping in a vehicle within city limits. The total amount owed is $4,300. Do you understand these charges?" "Yes, Your Honor, I do." "Are you represented by counsel?" "No, Your Honor, cannot afford a lawyer." Judge Caprio nods slowly. "Mr. Harrison, I see from the initial police report that officers found you sleeping in your vehicle. Can you tell me about your current living situation?" Bill's jaw tightens slightly. Even now, admitting this carries shame. "Your Honor, I am currently without permanent housing. I have been living in my car for the past 14 months. The courtroom stirs. Someone in the gallery whispers to their companion. Judge Caprio leans forward. "Mr. Harrison, how old are you?" 84, Your Honor." "And you have been living in your car for 14 months at 84 years old?" "Yes, Your Honor." Judge Caprio's expression reveals controlled anger at a system that allows this. "Mr. Harrison, do you have any income?" "Disability from the VA, Your Honor, $642 per month." "And what happened that led to you becoming homeless?" Bill takes a breath. "My wife, Margaret, passed away 3 years ago. We had been married 61 years. She had cancer. The treatments, the hospital stays, the medications not covered by insurance. We sold our house to pay for her care. When she died, I had about $18,000 left. I rented a small apartment for a while, but inflation, rising rent, medical expenses, the money ran out. Landlord evicted me last year when I could not make rent anymore." The courtroom has gone completely silent. People are leaning forward, hanging on every word. Judge Caprio's voice is gentle now. "Mr. Harrison, I notice you mentioned VA disability. Did you serve in the military?" Yes, Your Honor, United States Marine Corps. Served 2 tours in Vietnam. What years? First tour was 67 to 68. Second tour was 69 to 70. Judge Caprio pauses. Mr. Harrison, those were some of the heaviest combat years of that war. Yes, Your Honor, they were. What was your rank when you left service? Staff Sergeant, Your Honor. And why are you on disability? Bill hesitates. This is not something he talks about easily. Took shrapnel in my back and legs during the Tet Offensive, Your Honor. Also have some hearing loss from artillery. And the doctors say I have PTSD, though we did not call it that back then. Judge Caprio sets down his papers. Mr. Harrison, walk me through a typical day for you right now. Bill's voice remains steady, factual. I wake up around 5 a.m. in my car, usually parked somewhere I hope I will not be bothered. I go to the public library when it opens at 9. They have bathrooms where I can clean up. I spend most of the day there, reading, staying warm or cool depending on the season. Library closes at 6. I go to the soup kitchen on Tuesdays and Thursdays for dinner. Other days I make do with whatever I can afford. Then I find a place to park for the night and hope nobody calls the police. And these tickets accumulated because? Because there are not many places an old man can park overnight without getting cited, Your Honor. I tried parking lots, side streets, behind businesses. Everywhere I went, either a police officer or a security guard would tell me to move along. Sometimes they would just write a ticket, sometimes 2 or 3. I tried to pay them, Your Honor, I truly did. But when you are choosing between a parking ticket and eating, you choose eating. The prosecutor, a young woman in her 30s, shifts uncomfortably. Judge Caprio addresses her. Counselor, what is the state's position on this case? She clears her throat. Your Honor, while we have sympathy for Mr. Harrison's situation, the law is clear regarding these violations. The law is clear? Judge Caprio's tone sharpens. Counselor, Mr. Harrison is living in his car on $600 a month. What exactly should he have done? The prosecutor goes quiet. She has no answer. Judge Caprio turns back to Bill. Mr. Harrison, have you sought assistance from social services? Yes, Your Honor, multiple times. The waiting lists for veteran housing assistance are 2 to 3 years long. Emergency shelters are full most nights. I was told I make too much from my disability check to qualify for certain programs. What about family, Mr. Harrison? Do you have children? Bill's composure cracks slightly. Had a son, Your Honor, Jacob. He was killed in Iraq in 2004. Roadside bomb. He was a Marine too, like his old man. Bill's voice wavers. My daughter, Sarah, she lives in California. She has her own family, her own struggles. I do not want to be a burden to her. She does not even know I am homeless. Subscribe to Judge Stories if you believe veterans deserve better than sleeping in their cars after serving their country. Judge Caprio takes a moment, visibly moved. Mr. Harrison, why did you not tell your daughter the truth? Because she has enough to worry about, Your Honor. Her husband has cancer. They are raising 3 kids on 1 income. I am a Marine, Your Honor. Marines do not quit, and we do not burden others with our problems if we can help it. The courtroom is completely still. Several people in the gallery are wiping their eyes. Judge Caprio picks up the plastic bag Bill brought with him. Mr. Harrison, what is in this bag? Just some personal items, Your Honor. Thought I might need identification. May I look inside? Of course, Your Honor. Judge Caprio opens the bag carefully. He pulls out a worn military service record book. He flips through it silently. His expression changes as he reads. Then he pulls out a small blue box. Mr. Harrison, this is a Purple Heart. Yes, Your Honor. You earned this in combat? Yes, Your Honor, during the Tet offensive, like I mentioned. Judge Caprio continues examining the contents. He pulls out more medals. By the time he finishes, there are 5 medals on the bench. Mr. Harrison, you have a Purple Heart, a Bronze Star with Valor, 2 achievement medals, and a Combat Action Ribbon. These represent extraordinary service. Bill shifts uncomfortably. Just did my job, Your Honor. Your job? Mr. Harrison, the Bronze Star with Valor is awarded for heroic achievement in combat. What did you do? Bill does not want to talk about it, but when a judge asks, you answer. My squad got ambushed during a patrol, Your Honor. We had 2 men wounded and could not pull them back. I provided covering fire and pulled both men to safety under enemy fire. 1 died anyway. The other made it home. Mr. Harrison, you risked your life to save your fellow Marines. Any Marine would have done the same, Your Honor. Judge Caprio sets the medals down carefully. Mr. Harrison, when you were sleeping in your car and the officer cited you, what were you thinking? Bill considers the question. I was thinking that I was tired, Your Honor. Not just physically tired. I was tired of struggling. Tired of being invisible, tired of feeling like nobody wants to deal with me. I was thinking that maybe I had fought for a country that does not remember men like me anymore. The words hang in the air like an accusation. Judge Caprio's next words are measured but carrying fury. Mr. Harrison, you fought for this country, you bled for this country, you lost your son serving this country, and this country thanks you by letting you sleep in your car at 84. Bill straightens. Your Honor, I am not looking for sympathy. I just want to know what I owe. What you owe? Judge Caprio's voice cracks. Mr. Harrison, you do not owe this court anything. This court owes you. The courtroom is completely silent. Mr. Harrison, I am dismissing all charges against you. All of them. You owe nothing. Bill's eyes widen. Your Honor, I do not understand. Mr. Harrison, you served this country with honor. You sacrificed everything. This court will not add to your burden. Bill's hands tremble. His composure begins to crack. Your Honor, I do not know what to say. You do not need to say anything. Judge Caprio picks up his phone. Amanda, I need you in courtroom 3 immediately. Bring contacts for veteran services and emergency housing. He addresses Bill again. Mr. Harrison, my court administrator is going to help you get connected with every resource available. We're going to get you into housing. Bill's voice breaks. Your Honor, why are you doing this? Judge Caprio comes down from the bench. He approaches Bill directly. Because you deserve better. Because your service matters. Because you matter, Mr. Harrison. The courtroom erupts in applause. People are standing, many crying openly. Judge Caprio pulls out his personal checkbook and hands Bill a check. Mr. Harrison, this is $5,000 from my personal account. It is a down payment on the debt this country owes you. Bill looks at the check. Your Honor, I cannot accept this. Mr. Harrison, you gave everything. You gave your health, your son, and you think $5,000 is too much? Bill's tears flow freely now. I just wanted someone to see me, Your Honor. I just wanted someone to remember that I mattered. You matter now, Mr. Harrison. You have always mattered, and I promise you, we are going to make sure you are taken care of. As court administrator Amanda arrives, something remarkable happens. The prosecutor approaches. Mr. Harrison, my office will personally ensure any other outstanding citations are cleared. The bailiff steps forward. Sir, my father was a Marine, Vietnam, just like you. Here's my number. You need anything, you call me. Then members of the gallery start approaching, pressing money into his hands. I have a spare room. My church runs a food pantry. I know someone at the VA. Bill is overwhelmed, unable to find words big enough for what he is feeling. That evening, the story hits local news. By morning, it has gone viral. Within days, it reaches national news. The response is overwhelming. A veterans organization offers to pay for a year of rent. A local restaurant owner offers Bill a job as a greeter. The VA discovers he was entitled to an additional $800 per month. Bill's daughter, Sarah, sees the news in California. She immediately flies to Providence. When she finds her father, they embrace for 5 minutes, both sobbing. "Dad, why did you not tell me?" "I did not want to be a burden, sweetheart." "A burden? Dad, you are not a burden. You are everything." 3 months later, Bill appears on Judge Caprio's docket again. This time, he wears new clothes. His hair is trimmed. He has gained healthy weight. He walks taller. Judge Caprio smiles. "Mr. Harrison, good to see you. How are you doing?" Bill's voice is strong now. "Your Honor, I wanted to thank you. I am living in a small apartment. I have been working as a greeter at Mario's restaurant. I am getting medical care. Your Honor, you gave me my life back." Judge Caprio shakes his head. "Mr. Harrison, you had your life all along. You had your honor, your dignity, your sacrifice. All I did was make sure other people saw what I saw." Bill straightens, gives a proper Marine Corps salute. "Thank you, Your Honor, for seeing me." Judge Caprio returns the salute. "Semper Fi, Mr. Harrison." "Semper Fi, Your Honor." William Harrison came to court expecting to be fined for being homeless. Instead, he found a judge who understood that justice means more than following the law. Justice means recognizing when the law has failed and having the courage to do what is right. If you enjoyed this story, please like and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. See you in the next video. Stay healthy.